Warning, the game that is being reviewed contains strobing effects that can induce headaches and other side effects. Too long, didn't read? You will die. Now, you don't see many music-driven games on the PC. The last Guitar Hero to come out to the PC was Guitar Hero World Tour, and that failed because it was a laggy port. Then you have Frets on Fire, which is a freeware clone of it, and of course the amazing Audio Surf, where you take any MP3 and write out your music. Beat Hazard busts out into the indie game scene with a mix of a music game and a twin-stick shooter. It certainly tries to dazzle you with its flashy effects and free soundtrack, but is it executed well? In short, yes and no. It does a good job of analyzing MP3s and setting up times when enemies and bosses appear, but that's just it. It heavily relies on the MP3 you pick, which can really judge how much fun this game will be for you. There isn't much fun when you play a slow song, because you gain power and more enemies by having a song played fast and loud. If you love metal and asteroids, this is definitely your game. The first really big problem I came across was the menus. It's very tedious to have to look for your songs through your hard drive using the in-game menus, because you can't use a pop-up file browser like an Audio Surf. Another problem I had with it was the fact that your songs don't start playing at full volume. Instead, the song is played at about 1/3 of the volume you have set on your speakers, and to raise it up, you have to collect volume power-ups. That shouldn't be necessary. The whole reason to play a music game is to listen to your songs at full volume as you play along, not collect power-ups to finally enjoy the song. It's not like collecting the volume power-ups gives you any extra multiplier or something. The game itself consists of you shooting down spaceships and asteroids, as well as 2 different bosses, which is really cool at first, but then all of a sudden, the excessive strobing effects and flashes really takes a toll on your eyes. I played for about an hour straight one night, and I had a headache until I went to sleep. You can turn down the visual intensity, but it will lower your score by a certain percentage as a trade-off. The graphics themselves is mainly 2D sprites and whatnot, so you should be able to play it on a low-end machine, which is good for an indie game. The enemies never really prove to be a challenge until they clusterfuck your screen. The bosses are pretty cool, seeing the first time when they make their vibrating screen entrance and start shooting a hyper beam at you. But at this time, Beat Hazard only has 2 different bosses, and that's not really much variety. I mean, only 2 different bosses? And one of them is a giant ship, and the other one is 2 small little ships. They could have really given it more variety. You have 3 different difficulties unlocked at first, which judges how many enemies are thrown at you and whatnot. And then you have 1 difficulty to unlock, which increases the amount of enemies and visual intensity. The only way to unlock it is to rank up on the global leaderboards from playing songs. This puts you at a serious disadvantage when you first start, because you will always be behind everyone who was playing before. The leaderboards should have been like Audio Surf, where you have an individual leaderboard for every song, so that way you can easily one-up your friends and whatnot. The game is only fun in short bursts, like when you're waiting for your flight at the airport. Overall, I suggest you try the demo before buying it, because you can get some serious motion sickness from this game. What is this? I don't even...